Hi everybody, welcome back to the Cheerful Coconut. First of all, I want to say hi to all our new subscribers. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you guys so much. And let's get to it. Okay, so I hope that you're all happy with my commitment to our fake island restaurant, or what did we say it was? An oceanside bar, or like with thatched roofs and stuff. That's what my thought was. Because this is not working out with this gorgeous water bottle that I have. So I'm going to just take this out, but there you go. All right, so grab your drinks. I'm just having ice water today. Grab a snack, a drink, whatever, popcorn, whatever you guys want. And let's talk about resources for our children who have been diagnosed with autism. All special needs parents can probably agree that having a special needs child is pretty expensive. I mean, it can be. For us, it has been. My son is completely fearless. So that little governor in his head that says, hey, maybe you shouldn't take the 30 seconds that mom is using to empty the dishwasher, climb up onto the roof, and jump into the pool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did that, but I was in high school. I mean, at 7, I wasn't doing those sort of things. So when your kid doesn't have any fear, like, we end up at the hospital more, and all of that can add up. So I want to talk today about resources and ways that we can help get you guys help for free. And I know that this is very subjective. I understand that my experience may be our experience alone, but I think it's common enough that I want to talk about it. And of course, my experience is limited to the US and also to the Southwest. So if you're from a different state, please leave a comment below and let us know what it's like in your state. And also, if you're from a different country, please share your experiences with us. Let us know what type of help there is for you and your autistic child. That would be wonderful. That way we can all just share resources. I love that idea. So let's do that. When your child is diagnosed with autism, the first thing that the developmental pediatricians or the psychologists, or in our case, we had to go to an autism specialist. I feel like this shirt is very boring and beige, and I wore it specifically because I knew this would be bright, but the way this camera angle is, it's hard to see it. So if I'm just holding it up like this, like a teddy bear, please forgive me. But there's too much beige, and I really like color. So I'm just gonna, oh, it's like a parrot on my shoulder. Okay, I'm taking this tropical thing too far. So when your child is diagnosed, they'll tell you to register them with the DDD. The division, I thought it was the Department of Developmental Disabilities. It's actually, and I don't know if they changed it, they may have, I don't know, the Division of Developmental Disabilities. The Division of Developmental Disabilities. This is a federal organization, and you register your child with the DDD, and then a caseworker will call you, and they'll ask you about all the services that you guys might need. You guys have a meeting and that sort of thing. The mistake that I made was thinking that the DDD was it. Like, that was all you needed to do. And nobody, can I just tell you, from my experience being in the Southwest, nobody just says, hey, here's all the information. Like, let me hand it to you. You would think it would be easy to find these things, but they haven't been at all. I've had to, I feel like, pull teeth, like ask questions in certain ways to kind of get a full picture of the real answer, and talk to a lot of parents. So I thought I had my meeting with the DDD rep. I thought everything was fine. And then I was on the playground at my son's school talking to another mom, and she said, well, have you applied for Autistic yet? And I said, I don't know what that is. What is that? And she said, well, that's the money. I mean, so you can register with the DDD, but without your state-funded program, you don't get any help at all, and your child has to qualify. So for us in Arizona, Autistic is Arizona Long-Term Care System, and that is the money. Without Autistic, you don't get any resources. So you contact your state-funded organization, and they come out and they see your child and they ask you a whole bunch of questions. Now, anyone with special needs children will know that everything you do requires 50 pages of paperwork. So you do a bunch of paperwork. Stay strong. You can do it. I know all the paperwork is really hard. You can do it. Just push through, okay? They come out, and here's what's really, really important. And please tell me in the comments if you guys have had this experience. I have spent a large amount of time defending my son to family, to strangers, to friends. So when this state caseworker comes to your house and they do this long interview with you, this is crucial, okay? And this was the advice given to me, and it worked out. You have to tell them about the worst possible day you guys have ever had. You have to be down in the trenches. This is not the time to defend your child or to talk about all of their amazing qualities, which, by the way, is going to be hard for you. There's so much that is great, and you want to just scream that from the rooftops. This is not the time to do that. You've got to tell them about the hardest day. And I know I repeated that, I'm sorry, but can your child brush their teeth on their own, or will they without being prompted? How about bathing? Can they or will they without being prompted? This one was big for us. Clothes. Will they put on the right clothes for the correct season? Nope. I have family members who fight with their kids over which glittery shoe to wear. You know, my fights involve, please put on that coat because it's cold. And the answer is, but I'm not going fishing today. That's my fishing coat. Or I'm not going to the ranch today because we've done equine therapy. That's my ranch shirt. Clothing, weather, social interactions, sensory input, output. Are they able to see danger in everyday situations like crossing the street, climbing into a stranger's car, those sort of things? You've got to be honest, because if you're not, probably won't get into the program. And these programs are crucial for families with special needs children. And honestly, I wish that they were a little bit more lax, because it's been such a big deal for us. And I have a friend whose son was denied, and I don't know why. I don't have a clue why. But be very, very honest. Really tell them the nitty-gritty of life and the difficulties that you guys are having. Because once you get accepted, you get things like respite, which is babysitting. It's giving you a respite. You know, you're able to go out, do whatever you need to do, work or, whatever. You get habilitation. Isn't it funny that my first thing is work? It's not like date nights, take a nap. Like, you should be doing those things. That's very, very important. Do some yoga, go on a date night, see a movie by yourself. I don't know, go do whatever. You have respite help. Habilitation, which is the same thing. So our respite provider is also our habilitation provider. He's great. My son loves him. I think he's like 21, so he's basically a big kid himself, so it's fantastic. My son tells everybody that he's his older brother, and then they look at me with like a hairy eyeball, and I'm like, Habilitation is just like 3 steps up from respite. So basically, cooking in the kitchen, teaching cooking safety. They'll go for walks. They'll make sure, he'll reinforce basically everything that you're teaching your child. Street safety, stranger danger, all of those things. They will work on flexibility and social interactions, behavioral, de-escalation, that sort of thing. Tying his shoes. It's basically just a reinforcement of everything I'm doing, because my son half the time thinks I'm a complete nutcase. Why do I have to brush my hair, and why do I have to brush my teeth, and you want me to wear a t-shirt? Like, what kind of lady are you? So he thinks I'm just really stingy. So it's helpful when someone else comes in and it's like, no. all grown-ups think this. Like, you should wear shoes if you're walking outside and it's 110 degrees. Like, that's just all grown-ups feel that that is important for you to do. Speech therapy, let's see, OT, music therapy, which has been huge for my son. He is amazing with music. He can hear something, go to his keyboard, and within 10 minutes, he's got it. It's unbelievable. So that has been a really huge deal for us as well. He was able to get on our state insurance program. Thankfully, the Arizona state insurance for children with special needs is very, very good, and it covers all his medicine, x-rays, a ton of therapies. I mean, you name it, it's in there. It's been a huge, huge, huge blessing. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that help was out there, and I wanted to give you those quick and dirty tips that I've learned. DDD is not the end-all be-all like I thought it was. You got to get to your state-funded program. Once you get into that program and you get an interview, you have to be down in the trenches with them. You have to bring them into your very worst day so that they understand the reality. Fight the urge to tell them how amazing your kid is. They're going to know that. They're going to see your child. Just fight that urge, okay? Because it's all based on an algorithm. Be very honest. And beyond that, it's worth it. It's worth the paperwork. It's worth the interviews. It's worth all of the heartache, because what you get is so helpful, you guys. I hope that you're able to get that experience. If you didn't know about it until now, I hope that you're able to start the process. Let us know if you're in the middle of that process. Let me know of your experience below. And that's basically it for today, guys. I really hope that this was helpful. If you have a different experience, please let me know in the comments. If you are from a different country, like I said before, please let us know what your programs are like. If you're from a different state, please list your state-run agency below, your long-term agency below, so that people can have those resources. I'm moving to a different state soon, so who knows, maybe you'll list mine, because I've got to start this whole process all over again. Yay! It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So let us know. Maybe you're from the state I'm moving to, and it'll help me out. So please let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have found this a little bit informative and enjoyable, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Bye.